Communities across the country are aging, especially here in Florida, which means businesses are seeing a higher share of older customers. Edith Gendron with the Alzheimer's and Dementia Resource Center is here to tell us how businesses can learn how to warmly and effectively serve people living with dementia and memory loss. Edith, what an amazing subject this is. You and I have just been chatting a little bit, and I never thought what a difference it would make. Just a small couple of points for a business, a restaurant, and they become what you're calling dementia-friendly businesses. So tell us more about this.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's minimum 30 minutes, and it can be a little longer. Dr. McCauley of McCauley's Eye Clinic in Winter Garden is a dementia-friendly business,
right.
And he devoted about an hour 15 to his entire team to be trained. What that means is anyone who's going to come in direct contact with someone who's living with some form of dementia understands a few key factors that makes their job easier and certainly gives the person living with the illness a much more positive experience.
And this is what you were telling me. It's just those couple of things that maybe a restaurant server has to be aware of when they have a group or a couple sitting at that restaurant that makes all the difference in the world. That couple, if they feel comfortable, the person with the memory situation feels comfortable, feels safe, they'll keep going back to that business.
They will keep going back, and it's not just good business for the business, which
right.
it is also healthy for the person living with the illness. The longer we stay socially engaged, the more we mitigate the severity of symptoms at the very least.
Well, you know, here at Active Lifestyles, we talk about that all the time, all the different possibilities that, you know, can trigger difficulties for someone with memory loss, and how important it is to be social and to be out of the house and doing things out in the community.
Yes.
So that's why. Now, you've talked about the training for these businesses, and you know, what are maybe some of the small triggers that a business could look for in a customer,
right,
to be aware of?
Right. Well, you're going to avoid problems. Avoiding problems is much more effective than trying to correct.
Right.
So one of the things that is primary to remember is it's a slower processing time. Give the person some time to think about their answer. Here's an example too of helping someone make good decisions, someone living with the illness. At the Meatball Stop, Chef Isabella, her menu is photographs.
What
right?
a great idea.
Her menu is perfect, right? So all the person has to do is point. They don't need a lot of help. They maintain their dignity. And the servers know, because they're our first dementia-friendly restaurant,
right.
The servers know I'm just going to give this person 30, 35, 40 more seconds and get a good interaction instead of, if I try to push and rush, I'm going to create a situation that's going to take much more time to resolve. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, and it's that environment of the business, no matter what their particular business might be, the decor, the lighting, you know, all of those little details really will make that person feel so much more comfortable.
You know, we teach the team members not to startle, not to shout, to talk directly to the person living with the illness, to look directly at that person, because we've only got maybe 30 minutes with this person we're interacting with, so we don't know where they are in the progression of their illness, so we never ever want to assume or, again, impair someone's dignity.
Oh, absolutely. And as I've mentioned, when people feel comfortable going out into the community, it makes such a difference in their overall well-being.
It does. It does. And we're seeing many more young people. When I say young people, I mean under 65, but I'm seeing...
Those are young people.
Yeah. Somebody decided 65 was old. They didn't check with me first.
That's right.
But I'm 55 and under who are developing this illness.
Sure.
And so now, with a more dementia-friendly community, they can stay socially engaged with their families in appropriate places, right? Instead of just going to places that cater to what we consider senior citizens at our senior community centers, which are valuable places, but we're looking to come out into the normalcy, reduce the stigma. This is what it is. I am living with this illness, right? I'm not
That's
just, not just being tucked away in embarrassment.
And more businesses I know will be getting involved with this. We'll have some more information about that. And Edith, thanks again. You know, this dementia-friendly training for businesses is such a great idea. Thank you, Edith, for sharing all these details. Thanks again for coming in.
Oh, you're welcome.